Hello and welcome back once again to WKNI TV 25, live here this afternoon with man, he's kind of one of my favorite people. You know, we talk about Don Dupree and bowling and how excited I get with that. Well, golfing is my second love that I have. And of course we have, what do they call you? The manager?
The golf shop manager.
Golf shop manager. From that would be Evans Barnes Golf Course. It's the city of Andalusia.
Operated by the city of Andalusia,
right,
yes.
Out there by LBW. And we have Mr. Jim Locklier. Jim, thanks a lot for coming on.
My pleasure.
Man, I'll tell you, that place, I can remember before it belonged to the city, okay,
yes.
Years ago. You couldn't even call it a golf course. You just called it a place to go hit balls and lose balls. Because you used to lose balls all the time out there. Well, that part hasn't changed for me, okay?
Yes.
I still, you know, go out with a dozen balls and come back and buy another dozen and go back out. But there's got to be some kind, when y'all have them divers come out there, I mean, can I come out there one day and just get balls from them?
Well, we haven't had a diver in a while, to my recognition.
I guess because I haven't been out there playing.
Because you hadn't been playing. See, that's the issue. If you come play, then we can afford a diver.
Like you too, Jim.
Actually, I have spoken with a gentleman that's supposed to get back with me about diving for the balls and, and working out a deal with them. But in my golf travels, I've also know some people in Palm Beach where I can buy them cheaper than we can actually dive for them.
Really?
For the range balls, yes.
Right, for the range balls, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you know, I might work out something, go out there, because I bet you a lot of them will have Eddie Lewis on them, because I used to just put my name on them.
Yeah, I see a lot of ELs out there, yes. So,
they're still out there.
But anyway, Chad has done a tremendous job with the golf course. He can grow grass on the tabletop. And
I like that description.
The sprinkler system has certainly helped since you remember from a long time ago.
We depended on Mother Nature a lot.
Yes.
And what they call that, a mule or something like that to go out and water.
Yes, yes. But we now have sprinkler. We use a lot of it comes out of the pond over there on number 4. That's where we get a lot of most of our water from that waters the golf course.
Well, I love number 4. No, I don't.
Yeah. So, but
some of my golf balls should clog up that thing.
Yes. Well, I've had a few there myself as well. So you're not alone in that matter.
Number 4 is one over by Walmart.
Actually, that's number
3.
3. And then there's 2 green by Walmart, and then you tee off of number 3.
Then to go to 4.
Then you go down the hill to 4 where the large pond is.
Yes. Not nice holes.
That depends. They can be as nice as you want them. We have
hooks to the left.
We have 4 sets of tees, and we encourage everybody, if you're not having fun hitting from the blue, we'll move up to the gold. You're out there to have fun.
Nobody will watch.
You're out there to have fun. You paid money to have fun, so have fun. Play wherever you want to play.
None of us are professionals. I mean, I speak for myself on that. Well, you talk about Chad, what he's done out there. I can remember when he first started out there, the challenge that he had, because it was so unkept over the years. He basically had to start over from scratch and get that, what they call perk it and all that stuff, and replug it and redo. And it's just been several years of continuous love by him. I mean, he loves that golf course. He loves that workout.
He loves to watch the grass grow. That's his baby, yes.
And he gets out there and takes care of it. The greens, I don't know how he does it. That's beautiful.
As far as golfing standards go, the greens right now are getting to be, in another week or so, will be the best they will be until next spring, because we have overseeded them, and the overseed is up, and now they're able to cut it, so they can start cutting them down a little bit, and
it'll be tight.
They will be very good greens from here out. Yes,
unless they get wet, they'll be fast.
Yes. Chad overseeded the tees and the collars around the greens and the greens. So
I got to ask you this. I know you've been around this community forever. You're the Lockliers, and but they used to have a picture. I don't know if you ever saw it in there I call it the clubhouse, but anyway, about 6-7 years ago, I was out with 3 other preachers out on the golf course. And what's that one? Is that 7? that you're teeing up from the hill and there's like a little creek that goes across and then it comes back up like this?
That is...
There's
six.
actually a pond.
6.
Okay, yeah, 6.
6.
And off to the right is 7 going this way.
That's 8 coming back.
8 coming back. Okay.
Yes.
I've been a while. All right, 8 coming back, and in between there's pine trees.
Yes.
All right, big, tall pine trees. Well, we were out. I don't know if you heard the story or not. Okay. I can hit a ball. I mean, there's no lie there. I can hit a ball, man. When it's smacked, everybody goes, "Ooh," you know. I get behind it. Well, the only problem is after I hit that ball, sometimes it goes beautiful straight.
Yes.
Sometimes it goes to the left. Sometimes it goes to the right. Sometimes it hooks hard right. Well, this one hooked hard right, went way up in the tree. And you know how a ball sounds hitting a pine tree?
Yes.
It's a sharp crack when it hits. Well, this is a thud. And we're all looking up there like it caught us by surprise. What did you hit? And out of the tree comes this fox squirrel tumbling.
I've never heard that story, no.
You hadn't heard it?
No, I have not. No, sir.
I took out a fox squirrel on that hole. And we went over there, and he was twitching, you know. And
so then you were banned by the EPA, correct?
I don't know. I didn't tell anybody, but I went to the golf house, and the preachers went up there and said, this guy just shot a squirrel out of the tree with a golf ball. But, yeah.
That takes talent. Takes talent, Eddie.
I planned that.
Yes.
I did.
Exactly.
Anyway, you've got some very challenging holes out there for the golfer.
Yes.
I mean, when you go from moderate, you know, to beginner to moderate to expert, you're kind of right there in the moderate.
Yes. And there again, you can make it as hard or as easy as you want to, depending on which tees you choose to play from.
And how many balls you carry in your pocket and say, oh, I found mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And another thing that's happened is the range program has gone through the roof this year.
Well, that range out there is beautiful now.
Yes.
In fact, your putting greens are as well,
Yes.
the practice putt.
Yes.
We stopped by there a couple of weeks ago and I took a look around. I don't know where you were. You're probably out playing golf. But it looked fabulous out there.
Yeah.
And all the signage and everything's done.
Yeah.
What kind of deals can a person expect to walk into out there? I mean, I've heard a rumor that y'all drop prices.
We have dropped prices on everything but the yearly memberships. So a regular round, 18 holes of golf with the cart during the week will run you $24.
Ooh, okay.
That's with the cart. Weekends are $27 with the cart.
What if you walk? What does it cost? And you're talking 18 holes. Or 9 holes.
Let's see. It would just be green fees. I'm thinking somewhere around $12.
All right. So 9 holes would be.
It may be 7, maybe a little. I'm not really sure because we don't have that many walkers. That's not a common button we push on our computer. And you know how computers are. You just get used to looking up the icon and punching the icon without paying attention to the prices.
Well, there's some preachers out there that walk.
Yeah.
So they'll be coming back out.
Yes.
So
we did lower. Speaking of walking, we did lower the price on green fees to $50 a month.
Wow.
So which means you can walk all the golf you want to walk for $50 a month.
Cool.
And then if you choose to ride a cart after you paid that $50 for 9 holes, it's going to be $7, and I believe it's $12 for 18 holes of golf.
So for $50 a month, I can go out there for $12 and ride 19 holes.
18.
18. You didn't catch what I did, but I flew out there.
So
there's a joke with that.
Okay.
And
I understand. But we've lowered our quarterly greens fees as well.
Okay.
We've lowered our half-year greens fees as well. We've come up with some creative, I'd like to call creative memberships. We have what we call an old field special, which means if you work offshore, we'll sell you a half-month membership, but allow you a year to use it because you're gone 6 months out of the year.
Okay. And that's a good deal because I remember people saying, you know, I don't want to buy a membership because I'm offshore all the time.
Exactly.
So now they have an opportunity to come on and have that 6 months, you know, anytime during the year.
Yes.
So that's cool stuff.
Yes, and it doesn't matter whether you work 28 on and 28 off, or 14 on or 14 off. You're still gone 6 months, and you're still home 6 months. And those 6 months you're home, that membership includes your cart and all the golf you want to play for $700.
Because we do have a lot of people here in the community that work offshore.
Exactly, yes.
Or in the oil fields, because there's some oil field people too that spend time out there as well. Well, that's pretty cool. There's other things too. I think we were talking about earlier off camera about y'all had a youth program this summer.
Yes.
How'd that work out?
Very, very, very rewarding. We had about 30 kids participate, and we had a different skill levels. Some of them had been there last year, and some of them this was the first time they'd ever picked up a golf club. And we went out on the course a few times with them. We would separate. Myself and Art Gilbert and a couple other guys would take a group, and we would go out on the course and teach these kids how to, fill your divot after you've hit out of the fairways. These are 10, 12-year-old kids.
Teach some adults to do that.
Well, that's true as well. But
nothing more frustrating than hitting a hard rolling ball.
Yes. Okay,
and then all of a sudden you go. Yeah. Because somebody's divot was sitting there right in the fairway.
But we would teach them when we get to the green how to repair your ball mark on the green, how to properly spot the ball, and put the ball back after you spotted it. Just the general fundamentals of golf is what we try to do. It was very, very rewarding. We had males and females.
I heard you had a wonderful female player out there.
Yes, we did.
She was whooping up on everybody.
Kat was. I was really pleased with her. She was good, and we had.
Look out, guys!
Had some good participation. We're pleased to do that, and looking forward to next year being even better, because some of these kids will have been in the program for about 3 years then.
Wow!
And we tell the kids and the parents, now's the time to find out if you have a passion for the game.
Yeah.
And if you have a passion for the game, now's the time to start, learning the game, to play the game. You can't wait till you're 18 to try to play high school golf.
People sit there and say, how come you enjoy chasing a little round ball, out there in the middle of nowhere? And let me tell you, it's challenging, and and there's a lot to it. The last time I played out there, I shot a 61.
And then you went to the backside.
No, I went to the second hole.
Okay.
And,
I knew there was a hidden joke in there somewhere. So.
When we come back, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to find out who tells more stories, fishermen or golfers?
Golfers, that's a good question.
There's a question.
That may be something we need to ponder.
I'm telling you, there might be something to that. I caught a fish that big, and I had a 60 game.
Yeah, so we have to check on that one. Yeah,
I shot a 60. Yeah. I tell people that all the time that are golfers, like, I shot a 60 out there. That's nothing. They go, really? Wow, that must have been really cool. I go, yeah. Then I went to the second hole, and they look at me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So. Anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in, folks. We're going to be right back with Jim Locklier from the Evans Barnes Golf Course here in Andalusia. Of course, it's right there by LBW. One of the most beautiful places on earth to me. When I can go out and golf, and it's exciting. But we'll discuss off camera who tells more stories: the golfer, the fisherman, or the bowler.
There you go.
All three right there.
Yeah.
I got to get you and Don Dupree on the set at the same time. Okay, he's that little short guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I call him Shorty.
He's
got a little leprechaun.
We'll get a little Twitter account going here and see what's going on. Yeah.
There you go. We'll Twitter it. Is it Twitter or I don't know.
Twitter. Let's leave it at Twitter. Okay.
Keep got it before I get in real trouble. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back to WKNI TV 25. Good news, Covington County segment here live with us this afternoon on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. In fact, when you came in the door, we were sitting down getting ready to go on. You said, Eddie, we're just talking about finding a place to put a hammock out there.
Yes.
And Mayor don't listen, John don't listen, but Brooks Hardware's got some nice hammocks.
Oh, yes. But so, I'm afraid there'd be a big fight for the hammock because everybody want to take a nap out there.
And Chad would win because he's got the weed eater.
True. That's a big plus.
Yeah, and Chad's a big guy.
Yeah, Chad.
Yeah, he ain't bigger than I am. Little guy.
Yes.
And but anyway, going back to the course, we're looking at some of the things that giving back to this community is a
Yes.
huge thing. It is with us, it is with y'all, and lots of businesses in this community are that way. However, the golf course, I didn't know, okay? That's the home field for Strawn High School.
Exactly. Yes, Strawn High School golf team has been practicing there for 2 years now, and they play their home golf matches there as well. And we had the 4A state individual medalist from our home course this year, Brooks Rayburn. So we call it our home course because that's where they practiced. And we also allowed Andalusia High School to use our course for practice. They played their home matches at the country club, but they used our course to practice with. And there again, that's just some in-kind services that we offer as a city to
That's
the
great,
local high
'cause the
schools.
kids, you know, I know a couple of the kids that play.
Yes.
And, you know, they're constantly going out practicing. And see, golf is like bowling, okay?
Yeah.
You got to practice. You got to know what you're doing.
Yes.
And you can't just get out there. I mean, come on, you're hitting a ball about that big around with something about that big, and you're coming back with a full swing and coming across. I can remember hitting in front of the ball, behind the ball, and going, you know, like that after hitting it. Hurt your hand, hurt your wrist. I mean, I'd walk, I go, why am I out here? But the kids from these schools love it out there.
And they are some good athletes. They're some good kids. They're not only good athletes, they're good kids. We had 0 problems.
Good clean-cut kids.
Out of Strawn or Andalusia, and I think the biggest tournament we had 5 teams there. And credit to Charles Henderson and Elba and Opp and Andalusia and Strawn, never had the first issue with any child.
Wow.
The whole year.
And that's a lot of kids out there on that golf course at any given time.
Well, you play the top 5 scores, but the teams will also bring an additional 4 or 5 kids and let them play against the other kids just for the experience. So you've got, you know, 30, 40 kids out there on the golf course at the same time. Even though you may not be counting but 5 scores,
right?
You still got an enormous amount of kids out there.
And a lot of activity going on. Lots of opportunity for kids to be kids. And, and they behave themselves.
Yes.
You know, that's something I've noticed. I don't know. I get so much trouble if I go with that. But golfing youth have a whole different demeanor than a lot of kids, in my opinion. They do. Now, there are kids that play football, basketball, and golf, and bowl, and it's they're all the way around. And golfing is kind of a mind and a physical aspect as well, and science, because you've got to get down to the nitty-gritty of the club. What club do you use for this? You know, you can't use that driver for every one.
Called course management.
Yep.
And you have to think your way through this. You just don't pull out a club and start hitting. And the good thing about golf is like we tried to teach our kids at the clinic this year, you know, we're instilling values in these kids as well at an early age, because golf is a game of integrity.
That's right.
If you cheat at golf, you're basically cheating yourself. So
remember that, Don.
Yeah. But
you heard it here.
Yeah. But the city of Andalusia is fortunate to have Evans Barnes Golf Course. Yes.
You know, when we have assets like that in the community, it just, and again, we go back to infrastructure. Why people move here to put businesses in and do things, because you've got places like LBW, you've got places like Evan Jones, you've got places like Springdale, you've got places like the Ballet, you've got, you know, and it goes on and on and on. We're rich, we're multi-millionaires with this wonderful stuff that we have here in this community. When I shoot the news out here on the square, you can't buy that backdrop.
That's right.
I mean, how many newscasts, local news, can you see that kind of a shot?
And how pretty is that going to be when the Christmas tree gets up?
Oh, I can't wait now. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I've already been up on the roof getting different camera angles and stuff. And, you know, we're going to have lots of coverage. And then this Thursday, we're going to have, obviously, Halloween on the Square.
Yes.
Another great thing for the community and the kids.
Yes.
And we're going to be bringing that live to the folks as well.
That's one good thing about the city is, in my opinion, we offer a lot of safe, healthy environments for children to enjoy themselves, as well as adults.
And I'm telling you, there's so many places in this city to go to and enjoy yourself. see the city of Andalusia first.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
And then you can go out and
there's a reason we're 44th on the list.
Yeah, we went down 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think we're 48th and went to 43.
We went down 4. I just read that article.
Yeah, so there's a reason for that. It did not happen overnight. A lot of that comes from the vision of the Earl
vision
Johnson
of the management.
And yes.
It comes from the top down.
That's right,
and,
exactly.
all the way down from John.
Exactly, all the way down to the.
Did you see what I said? All the way down from John.
Yes, and it's and everybody's job with the city is important. If your garbage, your trash didn't get picked up, their job's just as important as John Thompson's.
And the road maintenance and everything else. I mean,
everybody,
it's all combined.
everybody has a purpose. Yes.
Winter's here, coming up, right around the corner. All right. What kind of hours are you going to have? Time's going to fall back, and
we'll adjust it probably week by week because every day we're getting 3 or 4 minutes. We're losing 3 or 4 minutes of daylight every day. Obviously, the weekends will probably be our biggest times now,
right.
But that'll just be adjusted. We'll just have to wait till Monday afternoon and decide when to close and when to let carts out or the last cart to go out. But that will be adjusted until the time changes, and then we'll go back to our twilight special again when school gets out, and it'll go till Labor Day of next year.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. We want everybody to know that if you haven't been out there, I know everybody sees it when they go to Walmart or they drive by LBW. You've got to see the golf courses you're going by.
Yeah.
Just if you're a golfer or want to learn how to golf, there's a place to go. There's a driving range. There's a putting area. They've got memberships of all kind, and then it's affordable to go out game by game
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
So stop on by and see our friends out there. Jim will be out there, and we'll be working. We were talking earlier today that we're going to be working with you on trying to get some programs together and,
right.
and have some stuff happen because this is exciting. I'd love to have this kind of community stuff going on, and we appreciate you. We appreciate John. I almost called him Mayor John.
I don't know if he'd like that, but we're looking forward to the relationship.
He just did now.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to this relationship, and and the more we can get the word out about what we have to offer out there, the better we are.
Well, I do want to thank Mayor Earl because a lot of his forward thinking in this community has brought us to where we are.
Yes, and like I said, we're fortunate to have the staff that is out there, because Chad is, in my opinion, understaffed and still does a wonderful job.
You tell him if he needs help out there, give me a call.
So, okay, we need some weed eating done.
I know some goats.
Okay.
Jim, thank you.
Maybe that's,
God bless you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Evan Jones Golf Course, you know where it's at, right off of Antioch, what is that? Antioch?
Let's try Evan Barnes Golf Course.
What did I say? Evan
Jones.
Why did I say that? Smack me at, go ahead.
No, we're not going to do that on live TV. Evans Barnes Golf Course.
Evan Barnes, because the other one's the other one, and that's not here.
Yes.
So. I'm sorry. I apologize wholeheartedly.
Anyway, we appreciate what y'all do as well. Getting our news out.
Andalusia Golf Course.
So, looking forward to anybody. Just stop by and we'll talk to you.
God bless you, Jim. Thank you for what you do. And we know this is a special man, by the way, because of his brother we know as well, Tom.
Let's not overdo that.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Keep it real. Keep God in it. God bless y'all.